only game.
Welcome to an episode of the Sports Genes Into the Lab podcast, where sports analysts and experts dissect the latest news from the NBA and NFL, giving you a unique view on some of the hottest topics around your favorite teams. From the fresh field smells of the NFL to the hardwood courts of the NBA, and possibly your comfy couch for your fantasy football team. Let's see what kind of news the lab is working with today. Here's your host from the Sports Analytics headquarters in San Antonio, Texas, Ernest Silva.
Season 4, baby. Season 4. We got new threads. We got new looks. We got a guy doing Pick 'em for the first time. We are back officially, and I'm very excited to be here. I am your host, Ernest Silva. At Into the Lab Pod is where you're hearing this, watching this, finally back from the summer break, listening to this on your podcast dreams. That's right, Ernest Silva in the beautiful movie studio in San Antonio, Texas. We like to call it the Sports Analytics headquarters because we have the Houston Rockets fan cave right outside. I've got a new mic. I've got the sports scientist threads on. It'll get better, guys. It gets better. We also will be debuting a couple of things this season. As we enter the new season, we have a podium for the professor's thoughts later on this season. We also have some brand new sports scientists with the old guys, with Chris Borak and Reginald Huggins. They'll be joining us later on this year. But I mean, ecstatic stuff. Powered, of course, by the mothership, Blue Collar Media Group. Still our Season 4 main sponsors. Love them. Great piece and great Hoopathon partners. Guys, we are here and we are back. We're live. Let me introduce you to the guys that are on the screen besides myself. That is right. You see him now, what, 2-3 seasons deep? Now, that's right. That's just Luke. King of Hearts. What's up, my man?
What's up, Ernest? What's up, guys? I'm glad to be back. I'm actually on the first episode of Pick 'em to start the year. I don't think I've ever done this. I always start like 5 or 6 weeks late. So I'm glad to be here on the first episode of the new year.
It's so true. You always come in middle of the way, and then you never have a chance to actually win it. So
right.
And we're going to go over the rules and all that because Eric doesn't even know what we're talking about. So, Eric, we're going to go over the rules and do all that. And, of course, for those who haven't seen this show, you've been living under a rock. That's right. Eric at Eric Sports Picks is back on ITL. He's going to do a full season with us. Eric, what's going on, brother?
Not much. I had to get the fresh cut over the weekend, Got to start off the new season pretty hot, Look at this, Almost went to jail because it's pretty faded, But you could find me at Eric Sports Picks on Twitter, tweeting out the best bets. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, of course, man. And the season finally rolled out for our fantasy league. The commish was slacking there, and you and I have week 1. I'm excited about it. You're projected to beat me. We'll talk about that with the ITL Listener League in just a moment. But okay, guys. I'm gonna get a little solemn here, right? You guys know Kenny Cotterill, my Season 4 co-host, won't be on tonight. He's doing a couple fantasy drafts. Hey, preach it, brother. Go win those leagues. But we did have something hit close to home here in Texas last season in Uvalde with the mass shooting. We had something close there as well in Saskatchewan with a stabbing situation where double-digit individuals were injured, and they finally caught the individual today. So let's just do a 30-second moment of silence for my co-host's hometown area and for the victims and the tragedy that happened over there in Saskatchewan. All right, I appreciate that. But of course, popping on your screen is BCMG's very own. You called and named him, voted him the General, Steve, the General Reisner. What's going on, Steve?
What's up, everybody? It's fucking football season. As you can tell, the cricket is also very happy. Football season.
Brought to you by Cricket Mobile. Get your Cricket Mobile device. Use code BCMG today for 25% off. Steve, glad to have you, bud. You got it on ITL Pick Em. We have Dre and Kenny's picks. They will not be joining us tonight, so the four of us will be going up against the incumbent winner of Pick Em, as well as a fan favorite in Indonesia, Dre Rogers. But of course, he is a fan favorite in Indonesia. We're going to go straight into round one. Round one, news from around the league. Let's start off with some news out of Vegas. Darren Waller set to return. Looks like the injury is not going to linger into the regular season. Eric, how big is that for Las Vegas?
Pretty big, especially having your number 2 now target receiver. Tight end or number 2 target pretty much on the team coming back. I don't trust he's 100%, if I'm being honest. I think he's not going to get more than about 8 targets the whole entire game. I think it's game one, and I don't think it's 100%. I think he might be rushing a little bit.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Waller back in the lineup. I'm glad he's healthy enough to say he's starting. Luke, did you take a chance with Waller in any of your fantasy leagues?
I didn't, because I thought he was going to hold out. Even if he was injured, that man needs paid, and he needs decently paid.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought he was going to hold out for a year, but I digress. Now he has back with Derek Carr, and they have the best 1-2 punch in football.
Completely agree. Steve, 30-second take. Waller, you have him in any leagues? Excited?
No, I don't have him in any leagues. It's a big return for the Raiders, obviously. I think I agree with Eric, though. He may not be 100%. He may be out there more as hey, look, it's Darren Waller.
Just want to get paid.
I will tell you this. We didn't have it set for tonight's show, but the Kittle injury news is also a big deal out of San Francisco. And if you haven't heard that, George Kittle officially dealing with an injury. I think, was it a groin or a hamstring? Does anybody remember that?
That was groin.
Yeah, I think it's groin as well. So, and he may not be a go for week one, which everybody was steering clear and away from George Kittle and all the drafts I was a part of. And unfortunately, I was part of 8 freaking drafts, including another one tonight. So
I don't think I have George Kittle in any leagues.
I did not take Kittle. And just for those wondering who follow the Fash Curse, one of the many leagues I'm a part of that I kind of stream on the side, he did not have him this year. So don't worry. That's not one of his guys. Be careful with that. Let's talk about a different player that's on our radar that actually got some good news 30 minutes before this show, but Chris Godwin was listed as doubtful for the Sunday Night Football matchup in Dallas. However, he was upgraded to active and playing 30 minutes ago for Sunday Night Football. Does this move the needle for you for Tampa Bay, Steve?
Not like for a Super Bowl wise, but it tells me that Dallas is going to start the season 0-1 probably.
And our first mute of the night, Luke.
Got him. Got him with the mute.
Ouch.
Yikes. Does it move the needle for this game? Yes. Does it move the needle for the playoffs? Yes. Does it move them to an NFC title? Probably not. And probably not a Super Bowl bid right now.
Yeah, they're far from Super Bowl for me. I know some rankings have come out and they have them as the second best team in the NFL. I am not that high on Tampa Bay yet. Eric, last 30 seconds. Tampa Bay, Chris Godwin. How you feeling?
Pretty worried. I think Dallas is going to come out pretty strong and going to do pretty well. But I do want to say, for those people who picked up Julio Jones, though, be ready. Be ready.
Yeah, we got some smiles on the team there. I'm excited. We're going to talk a lot of Cowboys Buccaneers later, so I'm not even going to get into that. But I am excited to see Chris Godwin. I did draft him on some teams, taking a flyer that he'd be ready week 1. Would love to see him on the field. I know he'll get yards. Let's move on to some surprising yet not surprising news coming out of Houston and New York. Let's start off with Houston. Dameon Pierce gets the running back 1 nod. He will be taking first and second down carries with Rex Burkhead taking third down back duties. Guys, we saw Dameon Pierce running up the board for fantasy. I finally got him in a couple of leagues to end the draft. I had to take him way too high. What is it for you guys for Dameon Pierce? I know the Texans seem to be probably the worst team in the league. Is it running back 2 or higher, or is there a lower floor for him? What do you say about that, Eric?
I think it's running back 1. Rookie, fast feet, very strong. He's going to come out explosive, and especially wants to show that he's here for a long time. I think he's going to have a great turnout as RB1.
He looked fantastic in the few reps he got with Houston. I was hoping to get more Houston reps, like to see him more with the first team offense, but of course, no Cooks, no Pierce. I mean, you don't want to say a lot. I think Davis Mills is the guy. A lot of people don't. I do think he's the guy. Luke, did you take any Dameon Pierce stock this offseason?
I didn't. It's hard because I don't know. I don't know the guy. I don't know what this team's going to be. They're in a very winnable division. I do give them that. I give them credit there. But it's just hard for me to really understand. I don't see them enough to see what they do.
Are we that question mark on Matt Ryan and Indy that it's a winnable division?
I'm just saying it's winnable because I don't know what Tennessee team's gonna. They aged fast.
True.
Tennessee did. Houston is like semi-rebuild, not rebuild. Jacksonville is poop. It's really like I can see the winner of that division being 10-7, 9-8. Like
I'll say this right now. Lovie Smith in Houston, although a lot of people are saying, Houston doesn't want him and he's an older coach, I love it. Like
he shouldn't have been fired.
He's a player's coach.
In Chicago.
He was winning games and he should have never been fired. You're absolutely right. Like,
yeah, that was a weird coaching hire to me this offseason because it came out of nowhere. It was like fucking Lovie Smith. Like, where did that come from? But I agree. He shouldn't have been fired in the first place. Lovie Smith was a good football coach.
Yeah, I got to see. They had a picture this morning with all 3 head coaches for the Astros, Rockets, and Texans, and I ate that shit up. Huge Lovie Smith fan, huge Dusty Baker fan, and I'm actually one of the few supporters of Steven Silas. So I was all about it. Go Houston in that regard. But of course, everybody knows my heart's in Dallas. Steve, let's get your last take on Dameon Pierce. How do you like the kid in Houston for this year?
Same as Luke. I really don't know much about the kid. I wouldn't be high on Texans running backs, probably just because they're gonna play a lot of games from behind.
True.
Which is why I'm high on Brandon Cooks.
That is also true. Big Brandon Cook show. That's absolutely true. We're not going to talk too much Joe Flacco. I just thought it wouldn't be ITO if we don't mention Flacco's name, considering one of the years we gave away a Flacco jersey.
I saw something today. The Jets are setting history this weekend. I guess every franchise needs something that they can be proud of. So the Jets today, this weekend, will be the first team to start an offensive tackle and a quarterback over 37 years old.
Wow. I'm actually all about it. I'm all about it. Good luck to the Jets. I know I'll definitely be watching the game to see them get pulverized. But guys, we made it through round 1, episode 1 of season 4. Sound the alarm. We're going right into, that's right, Weddle with Eric Sports Picks. That's right, Eric Sports Picks. Eric, take the screen away and tell us, who are we going after today? What is the game?
We're playing Weddle, and it is not allowing me to share. There we go.
And they both break a hip. Gotta love the Jets.
All right. Can you guys see my screen?
I'm adding it. There we go.
Getting there.
All right, here we go.
Right, let me get your face in here, Eric.
All right, okay.
Let's find a way that I can make fun of the Jets while we do this.
All right. Remember, this is normal mode Weddle.
We're playing 2 games today. 2 games today.
It's only offensive players, kickers, and punters.
Those in the comments, if you know the answer, please comment it away. We're going to try to get this in the least amount of tries. What did we do last time? I think our record is 2 names, right? Or is it 3 names?
Oh, the record was 5 attempts.
5 attempts. So we're trying to beat 5 today, and we're going to start off with Steve.
All right, Steve. What do you want to start off with?
Let's go with AJ Brown because he's right there. See that
AJ
name?
Brown.
Oh, that was easy.
Ooh.
NFC
Young.
East.
He's
So it's
young.
in the NFC.
In
Okay.
the NFC, young guy, over 6'1". Lukey,
Number-
you got
Not
the
a
next
wide
pick. This is
receiver.
number 2.
Not a wide receiver, so he's probably a tight end then, right?
Maybe.
Who's
Could be a
picking?
QB.
It could be a wide receiver. I know.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
not a wide receiver.
Good
Uh,
QB.
There's just way too many guys at this point.
Who's picking?
It's you, Luke.
Yeah, go ahead.
What? Can you take that away for a second, Eric? A-Raj Boogie. Yeah. Yeah. Give me Aaron Jones, actually.
Whoa! We can't be changing it up like that.
All
That's
right.
I got the next guy, Eric. I'm gonna go.
NFC North.
I'm gonna go Justin Fields.
You read my mind.
Yep.
3 attempts. Ooh.
Oh, he didn't get it. I was too confident.
Oh,
He's
it's a tight end.
6'2". He's 6'2",
And a tight. It's got to be
and
a
a tight end, and he's 24.
in the NFC North.
And he's got a high
Logan-
number.
Logan Thomas? No. Oh, what's his
No,
name?
NFC North.
What was that?
Good.
Cole Kmet?
Irv Smith.
Oh,
Irv
okay.
Smith.
No. Who's the tight end from?
Cole Kmet would be the Chicago tight end.
Yeah, but who's the tight end
Oh,
from?
that's right. It's not in Chicago though. But so it's got
not
to be.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Minnesota or Detroit. So
Minnesota
T.J.
or
Hawkinson.
TJ Hawk.
Hawk. Yeah.
Oh,
No.
it's Irv.
Fuck. It's Irv. Yeah.
Got to be Irv, right? I mean, it's got to be Irv.
Irv
what?
Smith. Irv
Jr.?
Smith Jr. Yeah.
This is bad. Oh wait, there it is.
Yep.
It's Irv
So
Smith.
we're tied at 5.
We had a
All
Novacek
right.
try. We're tied at 5, so we still can't break the 5 mark. One more, and then we're gonna go right into pick 'em. I'm gonna talk about them after a commercial break.
All right.
Hey, Steve, you missed it, but I got new threads, some sports scientist threads.
All right.
Yeah,
Should I go first?
Yep. Go Eric.
All right. I'm gonna go with the man, the myth, the legend.
It must be CeeDee Lamb.
Steven Reisner?
Dawson Knox.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh. Yeah.
He's short. QB.
He's short, and it's not
Short.
in the AFC.
In the
He's not a
NFC,
tight
so
end.
so I'll go and break the mold here. Kyler Murray.
Well, he is short, and he's in the NFC.
Ooh.
Okay, so he's not in the
Yeah,
NFC
he's
West.
young.
Not a quarterback.
I'm out for this one. Steve's up.
Pierce.
Looks like Chris got it right here for this one. So did Derek, my man.
Over 5'10". Is it under 25?
Yeah,
25.
under 25. Between the numbers 1 and 88. Can't get it wrong.
Gee, thanks. Thanks for the setup, guys.
Fuck, I'm bad at thinking of names like this.
So it's got to be a wide receiver.
It's okay. If you want to choose Michael Gallup, you perfectly can.
Let's go with throw AJ Brown in.
Okay.
Before,
Oh.
but
Oh,
Okay,
NFC
NFC
East.
East,
I'm telling
not
you
a
right
wide
now, the
receiver.
Gallup pick is a lock. Oh, no, it's not a wide receiver. It's a running back.
Miles Sanders.
It's not Philly.
Oh,
Not
you're right.
Philly.
How old is Zeke? Zeke's too old.
He is too
He's
old.
Tony-
too old.
Tony Pollard?
Tony Pollard?
No, he's old
I
too.
don't know.
He's at least 25.
Is he?
Yeah.
Was it Antonio Gibson then?
I was
Oh.
gonna say who's the backup? Who's the backup? Or what's his name?
I like
Brian
Antonio
Robinson
Gibson,
and
though.
what would it have been?
Should I do it or should I do Gibson?
It's up to you,
I
man.
would do-
You guys.
I would do
Oh, we
Gibson.
got a Gibson in the comments, so let's go Gibson.
yeah, I'm thinking Gibson.
Hey, we broke it! Way to go,
Four.
Bob's. Bob's got the Gibson pick. Love it. Love it. We broke it. So 4 is our new record for Weddle. Love that. Love that. Way to go,
He
guys.
shoots, he scores.
That's it, Kenny. Kenny finally doesn't own something on ITL. I appreciate that. All right, guys. We're going to do ITL Pick 'em. Stick around. If you don't know what BCMG's Better Together is all about, you're going to find out right now. And after that, we're going to talk about what ITL Pick 'em is, Eric's first ever ITL Pick 'em, and talk about what our historical records is right after this commercial break.
Happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday.
I'm your host, Andrew Kahn. This is the Boomtown Pod.
Add Into the Lab Pod is where you're watching today's stream.
Stuck him!
It is Blue Collar Game Day. I am your host.
I got a kill!
Welcome to episode 277 of the official Butthole Podcast. Got him.
Better together.
Better together.
We're better together.
Better together.
Better together.
That's right. Better Together, BCMG's slogan for 2020-2023. Really appreciate it, guys. If you're interested in joining BCMG with a show, with a stream, with anything, you can always reach out to myself at Into the Lab Pod or any of the guys on your screen, especially the man, the myth, the legend, the General Steve Reisner. That's right. Reach out to us. Let us know if you're interested. We can get your show a part of us. We can make you part of the group. Content creator Eric joined this past season. He's already growing himself. He's one of the main prodigies. So come join BCMG today. Round 2 is the famous ITL NFL Pick Em. If you're not familiar with our show, we have a lot of fun with this. And so really the goal of this is to try to get as many games right all season long, give you the best analysis that we have. And what we do is we crunch out all the news reports, all the rumors, all the different scenarios. We look at the odds the morning of the show. We give that right back to you and tell us where the best bets are. And we give you our BCMG parlay to end the show. So lots of fun stuff on the show. And how this works is we're going to have 5 primetime picks every week, all season long. And we're going to dissect those games like hell. And then we're going to have the rest of the games called Fire Round. And those are the money line picks. And then we get our trolls and Fire Round. There's no Andrew. We're okay. No offense, Andrew. Love you to death. But we always go over when you're here. And if there's no Kenny and Andrew, it's even better because then they start bashing towards each other. And then Steve doesn't get involved. And then all of a sudden now we're all talking shit and we don't get past the episode. So it ends up being an hour and a half. So far we've been doing pretty good on time. We just started late. But that's a usual thing for Pick'em. So let's start this off. It's better to learn doing it. We're going to start off with the Thursday night football game. Tomorrow night football is back. And we start off in beautiful Los Angeles. That's right. We're going to start off in Los Angeles and where we're going to check out the Los Angeles Rams versus the Buffalo Bills. That's right. The Los Angeles Rams versus the Buffalo Bills. Bills are 2-point favorites on the road against the Super Bowl champion Rams. How we're going to start this off, I'm going to start with Steve because Steve's done this before and then get to Eric. So, Steve, who do you like in this game and why?
I'm going to take the Rams in this. It's a bit of a toss-up. A little bit is I'm biased and I don't like the Bills. And be honest about that.
Slightly biased.
It's a toss-up game for most people with this matchup. It's a great matchup. I'm leaning Rams. I don't know. I like that team more. I think they're primed to come out hot, start big. I think the Bills, as good as they finished last year, I think a lot of people are forgetting that the Bills were a wild card team for a reason last year, and they middled for a good part of last season. They actually, in fact, a lot of people like to forget, lost a game to Jacksonville Jaguars last year. It's like about that. I don't know watching. But I'm going to take the Rams. Another part of this is one of my favorite bets this week. Rams at plus money to win at home. It's a pretty good bet for me.
Got it. Rams money line is where Steve is going, which obviously means he's taking the spread with that 2.5.
I'll take the spread.
Perfect. And so, Eric, we go to you. All right. Bills favored on the road, -2. Who are you going with in this game?
I'm going with Bills -2.
Love it. Let's start this off right.
And I'll tell you why. Dawson Knox, big contract, guaranteed 1 touchdown that game. Josh Allen's coming out. He's gonna come out, and I'm gonna say this now. He's gonna win MVP this year. He's hungry. He wants to win. The Rams are older. Don't get me wrong. They're still a great team, but they spent so much money this past year. They haven't really gotten anyone. Cam Akers is back, but how back is he? I don't trust Cam Akers. I don't trust him as an RB1. I trust more, and I'll be honest, I trust the Bills running back more than the Rams running back, just because they're not really super injury prone. And there's one last thing. I would like to say this, and you can tell me I'm wrong. I mean, it depends how you feel, but Van Jefferson, the deep man for the Rams, he's out. So
there you go. Lots of Bills favoritism there for this one. Luke, what's your take?
Golly. Hopping on the wagon early, fellas. Golly. Listen, Matty Stafford elbow is fine. Take a deep breath. He's fine. Okay? He's fine. They still have a great offensive line, a great scheme.
Plus
just
Walker's
a little
not
bit.
wrong.
A little bit, okay? Just
with a passion.
They're going to raise the banner. I'm not going to say it's going to be a blowout, but the Rams I'm pretty sure number 99 is still suiting up for the Rams. So they still have the best D linemen. They still have the best secondary. And the Bills secondary, their front seven, I give them credit. They have a great front seven. Their secondary is not good, and Cooper Kupp will
Actually, I think
the whole.
The Bills?
Yes,
think
the Bills.
the opposite. I think the Bills' secondary is good, and their front seven doesn't impress me.
Without Tre'Davious White, I'm not scared of them.
Oh, that's true. No, Trey White.
I like the Bills all the way around. I'm taking the Bills and the spread as well. With Eric, I'm all about the Buffalo Bills making a statement on a primetime game to start the year. A quick correction: the Bills won the AFC East last year, so I am hyped to say they're probably going to go back to back, and I think that Josh Allen will be a top candidate for MVP this year. I'm going to agree with Eric on this point, but I'll say this about the Buffalo Bills. They got to fill some holes with their target share. I do think Allen might teeter off a bit on the run, although he is their best running back. I think Gabe Davis has a big year this year. I think this statement game comes out that the Bills kind of punch the Rams in the mouth. The Super Bowl lull is usually a real deal for week one. I'm going to take the Bills to get ahead and lose that lead a bit, but keep the win in probably a touchdown or a one-score game, which still covers the spread at 2. So I'm taking the Bills to win this game on the road and cover the spread. If we go to our sports scientists not here, Dre and Kenny both have submitted their picks for the primetime pick 'em, and lo and behold, Kenny took the Bills -2, two-time ITL Pick 'em champion, Bills -2, and Dre has sided with the general, taking the Rams to win this game and take the spread +2. So
can I change
Dre,
my pick?
Dre and the general have and Luke are on the same side here, so we are completely split 50-50, 3 people apiece.
I don't like the start.
I'm just proud of where you are, Luke.
Plus, Walker wants to add that White is also out for this game. So put that where you want for you guys. We're going to move on to our next featured game, which is noon on Sunday for all of those in Central Time, the correct time zone. Panthers -1.5 versus the Browns in a game that everybody actually will be watching, the Browns game, to see the revenge of Baker Mayfield as he returns or actually welcomes his former team. Luke, because you love talking about the Browns so much, I'm going to bring you in first. Who wins this game?
Panthers by 1 million.
Panthers with the CBS slot is going to be winning this game, according to Luke. He doesn't even know why he has to talk about it. Steve, do you have any argument for or case for the Browns?
No, I'm not going to argue with that. I am rooting actually against the Browns here, and I've never really cared. I've always just been whatever the Browns. But I'm rooting for total failure for the Browns in the Deshaun Watson situation. Sorry, Coach Peenan, if you're watching. But,
I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
And TJ.
No, I'm rooting for a total meltdown of that entire team again.
Gosh, it's going to be a tough season for Browns fans. Eric.
I've been. Hey, don't
You know,
say
they
that.
say nothing circles the bowl like the Cleveland Browns.
Stop. Yeah, the football. Yeah, you're right.
I like that one.
You're right.
I like that.
Hey,
We'll
That's a
have
good
to
one.
keep that.
yeah, be careful,
That's a good
Luke.
one.
TJ's gonna show up, and you don't want to be
TJ's gonna get
sidetracked.
I
this
will
out.
go head to head all day. I do not care.
We got Plus Walker also saying F the Browns. He's agreeing with the general.
I got the Panthers -1.5. I don't want to go into it. I mean, Panthers at Baker Mayfield, but
This is our first BCMG guarantee. That's right. Put those fingers in the air, wag them around. That's right. Our first BCMG guarantee. Carolina -1.5. Noon game on Sunday. It's been a while since I've been able to say that, guys. It hits the heart. That's nice. That's
Yeah,
nice to say right there.
you know how some things never change?
Yeah.
I still hate the word guarantee.
It makes you cringe.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We had people asking for the parlay bet. There you go. Add it to your parlay. Carolina -1.5. And if you are a betting person, Eric would even tell you -3, but we're not going to guarantee that one. He just says yes on his ticket. He's putting -3. Let's move on to a game that we're all excited to watch. That's right. The coming out party of the black and silver, as well as the Los Angeles Chargers hosting Chargers -3.5 versus the debut of Devontae Adams in the black and silver for the Raiders. I got to be in Vegas just a couple of weeks ago with not only Plus Walker, but a couple other guys. Eric ditched us, and we had a really good time seeing all the Raiders fans just hyped. If you thought Miami fans were delusional, Las Vegas is just as bad. And who would have thought, because Tyreek Hill went one place and Devontae Adams went the other? It's just
can't be that is what I'm seeing
just-
from Miami fans
it's
right now.
crazy. But hey, Fremont Street was a blast. They
You
were
might-
they were good people. And I know I've seen you fighting. I've seen you fighting, Steve.
They're a little creepy, man.
I've seen you fighting. There's been some weird stuff. But let's talk Chargers. Justin Herbert, everybody has him as the MVP dark horse. Some has it an MVP favorite. And we're going to see the Chargers make a statement game against the Raiders. I'll start this one off. I'm very pro Los Angeles Chargers this year. I'm very pro Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, that whole offense. I love what the Chargers are doing. I think they take that step finally, and they don't have a second half disgrace. I'm going to take the Chargers in a win here, but not covering the spread. I think this is a game-winning field goal for the Chargers. I think this is a game where the Raiders come out, have all that hype with them, and they kind of do a punch in the mouth, but the Chargers come back and win this game by 3. So I'm taking the Chargers to win, but not cover. Eric, how do you feel about this game?
I agree with you. I think the Chargers will win. I don't want to take the spread in that one. I think it's just outright. I do want to say, though, the Chargers have a new defensive weapon, which if you guys don't remember, Mr. Mack. I think Mr. Mack is going to come up and play really, really well against one of his former teams.
Yeah, I absolutely love that signing, and I think the Chargers defense is stacked. I do have them in several fantasy leagues. I'm just worried about the week one because of the high points I think the Raiders are going to put up. So if you're in a standard league, that might not be the defense to play this week. Steve?
I am also going to take the Chargers this week. I don't think we're going to take a 3.5 point spread. I think that's a little much. This is one of my favorite games of the week. I'm pumped that they had this for week one at 4:25, so it's not during the Patriots game. Like they had me in mind when they scheduled this. I was a little torn making this pick, but I'm going to take the Chargers because they usually start out hot and then suck at the end of the year. So that's, yeah. And the Raiders are usually just like Raiders.
Yeah, that's usually what we see. Luke, we're on a BCMG guarantee watch alert number 2. How are you going with this pick?
Oh yeah, we're guaranteeing this one, fellas.
Oh,
but
boy.
I just 3.5's an odd number for me. The Chargers love to charger, so I'm gonna give them the win. I'm gonna give them the win, but I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah, that's
more than
that.
a field goal and a half.
See, that's why I'm giving them the win now, Luke. Is that I see them charging later on.
Yeah, pretty much.
In case you
because
guys missed.
Charger-ish.
In case you guys missed the first pick, Carolina -1.5. And now another BCMG guarantee. That is right. We have Los Angeles Chargers money line. So our parlay is building.
Is that enough? The lighter?
There you go. We have it, Steve. Thank you. Appreciate
Thanks, Luke.
Leave that to the air. Thanks, Luke.
Don't worry, I got it.
Better late than never. We're going to go to probably the most controversial game. I don't think this is going to be a BCMG guarantee, but I can tell you right now, we only introduce it with fashion. Sunday Night Football, the night after my daughter's second birthday party. We will be partying in the theater room, the movie studio here at ITL as we go to Dallas. That is right. Dallas Cowboys versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Some call it Tampa Bay, but really it's Tampa Bay. Buccaneers are 2.5-point favorites on the road, and we might as well start with the guys who think they're right about this. Steve, who do you have in this game?
I don't. So I want to take the Cowboys, but I can't actually take the Cowboys because I haven't. I have to see the Cowboys this year.
Let's go bowling.
I don't know what they're gonna look like with this new receiving core of CD Lamb and like nobody else.
Kevontae Turpin.
Yeah, these names that like you just made up like as the episode started.
No Gallup. Gallup is not going to be playing this week, but and no James Washington, right? So you're going to go guys like Tobert and Turpin.
I need to do it quick. I want to take them because I'm not sold that the Bucs are 100% ready because I'm going to go ahead and say it. The quarterback taking 2 weeks off in the middle of training camp. It's fucking weird. And it's going to throw off your. There's no way it doesn't throw off a team's rhythm. But I got to take the Bucs because I haven't seen. I got to see the Cowboys. So
much blasphemy in the ITL comments so far. The only one that actually makes sense is Dale the Bowler Powell, and he's watching us naked eating cheesecake. So I don't know how I feel about that. Luke, who do you have in this one?
I don't feel good about that.
I digress because, man, I have been circling the wagons on this one, and I don't know where to go.
Like the Buffalo Bills?
Like the Buffalo Bills.
Wow.
And honestly, I think Dak's feet's going to make enough plays for them to win the football game. That's tough for me to say because I don't think I really ever picked the Dallas Cowboys.
You don't? I'm very surprised right now, actually.
I'm going to pick the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow, money line.
Money line, yeah.
We got a money line Cowboys pick. Eric, continue to shock me.
All right, where do I go? I got Cowboys plus 2.5. I think age is gonna hit. We're gonna do injuries are gonna hit, and I'm gonna say two names: Dak Prescott and then Elliott are gonna go off. I think Elliott needs to have a great year this year. They need to stop talking all this smack about him. He's pissed off. He's going to come in and continue eating.
Well, hold on. Plus, I gotta cut you off there. I have never questioned Tom Brady in my entire existence.
But you questioned him, asking where he was at.
No,
I'm missing 2 weeks. I don't know what you're saying right now, bud. I
question the player that Tom Brady is. I question the readiness, the rhythm of the team. Him, the quarterback, being gone for 2 weeks. It's weird. It's weird that
it is strange. We talked about that a little before the show. We talked about how Brady came
traded to Miami during a fucking season. Fuck him.
Yeah, Brady coming back. It doesn't look like everything's going on. All these rumors about his marriage now. It just seems there's a lot of off the field stuff. I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys to win this game in fashion Sunday night against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on primetime television on the day of my daughter's birthday. And they are going to win this game because of a number of reasons. Here's a logical part to it. The O-line for the Tampa Buccaneers is way worse than the Dallas Cowboys O-line. I am taking the Dallas Cowboys to win the trenches on both sides of the ball. I am taking a healthy Dak over a half-ready Brady. I know who Bob's team is. He's an Eagles fan. We're going to talk about them later. But I also don't like the injury situation with Godwin. I don't think he's 100%, and I think they're going to rush him back because of the O-line. I think Brady's going to have some rust. That's going to be barbecue chicken for Trayvon Diggs and DeMarcus Lawrence, and of course the Micah Parsons, number 19 player in the NFL. So I'm going to tell you right now, the Dallas Cowboys are going to win this game. It's going to be a statement revenge game for Dallas after last season's opener and losing by a field goal. I said it before. I'm so confident that the Cowboys win this game that I'm taking them to win by 3. It's not by that much. They're just going to win by 3. But I am going to take them to win this game and win it and make us feel really good, Cowboys fans. I'm not saying Super Bowl. I am not Mad Dog from First Take. I am not Skip Bayless from Undisputed. I am the Sport Gene from the Into Lab podcast taking Dallas Cowboys. If you have my DM. Dallas Cowboys win this game, and we don't have any guarantee because we're split on this game. So Dallas Cowboys winning is just my only guarantee. We still have 2 games on the parlay. We're going to our last primetime pick'em game. Before I go over there, we do have Tampa Bay minus 2.5 taken by Dre and by Kenny. You would be surprised, but Kenny went Dallas plus 2.5. So, of course he did. Let's go to our final game of primetime pick'em before we go to our fire round. And yes, we all have to deal with that one primetime game that absolutely fucking sucks, which is going to the wonderful and rainy magical city of fucking Seattle. We're going to Seattle, and Seattle's where we're going to end our primetime pick'em, as Denver is 6.5-point favorites week 1 against Russell Wilson's former team. You might have seen him in his former colors on last year's roll. Guys, I'm just going to say it right now. Does anybody not take Denver minus 6.5 in this game?
Roll it.
There we go. We got it from the man himself. That's right. That's a museum to guarantee. That's right. We're starting the week off hot. Add it to your parlay. We have Carolina.
I mean, I just don't think they deserve a finger. I mean,
they do. They deserve one finger. They deserve one finger. It may not be this one. But we have Carolina minus 1.5. We have Chargers money line, and we have Denver minus 6.5. This game will be ugly. Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy will probably feast in the first half, maybe third quarter. I don't think it's close. 12th man is split. It's like a 6-man because 6 of them love Russell Wilson, and they're going to be cheering for him as he's dominating the team. So it's actually only 6-man this weekend, and so Seattle's going to be not very good. Let's just put it like that. And I have Denver winning this game and winning it handedly. I don't know if anybody else needs to add anything to this. No. And it looks like Kenny and Dre both took Denver to cover this game. I would be surprised if they didn't. If anybody in the comments has anything otherwise, I'd be very surprised.
There should be nothing said about it.
There should be nothing there. That ends round 2. And before we go to round 3 and do our fire round pick 'em and talk about maybe some of y'all's favorite teams, we want to know, have you heard about the BCMG stream team? And if you haven't, boy, do we have the clip for you. Check out this commercial break. We'll go right into fire round picks.
Yo, Jill going down the hill. Gonna go fetch Jack in his little pill. Jack feeling down, and that's pretty bad. Let's go.
Oh, yo, clip that. Clip that headshot.
Nice.
No.
A pistol. What the Okay, that didn't count.
Woo, let's go, baby. Clutch it up. Yeah, I like it.
What? No way. Did that precision just kill me?
Let's go!
Nice, Papa.
Papa with the clutch kill at the end. Let's go.
Oh, I missed. That was bad.
Got him.
Nice.
Alright, I'm going to go steal their shit.
That is definitely green.
You're dumb and it's orange.
We're both wrong, red.
I could get that solo if I tried it a couple times, but we'll come back to it.
I'm fucking dick right now. Holy shit. Like, I fucking suck right now.
Yeah, I can tell.
I tell you what, some of the streamers are fantastic human beings. If you ever get to watch some of them, exactly how they act on camera, exactly how they are in real life. And I know I saw Plus Walker put out "I Need a Drink" with Sam.
Yeah,
You absolutely do. The man is fucking hilarious. So absolutely endorse that. Check out the stream team. Twitch.tv/Sam Fashion is where you can check out his stuff. And for the rest of them, he used to have a funny one that was IPOMB, which if you want to know what that is, put the comment, what does IPOMB mean? It's fucking hilarious. But let's move on. BCMG Stream Team, go check out all their channels. You can check out all their content. We share their stuff constantly. Twitch and Facebook Gaming. Round 3 is our Fire Round Pick 'em, brought to you by Cricket Mobile, as the Crickets have come out to play for this Fire Round. Guys, we're going to go through some of your favorite games. We're going to do our intro for the first one, and then we're going to run right through it. The first one because Dre's not here, and I might as well troll him. But we're going to start off in the beautiful Windy City of Chicago. Chicago Bears playing at home versus the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers -7, 7-point favorites on the road, a full touchdown. We're not paying attention to the spread. Fire round's going to be straight money line, so I'll go around the room. Steve, who do you have in this game?
I hated picking this game, but I'm going to take the Niners.
Niners money line going for Steve. Luke?
Niners.
Niners for Luke. Eric?
I have to go with the Niners.
Niners. Kenny also goes Niners in this game. I don't see how anybody could take the Bears. The Bears might just have the worst team in football roster-wise. And so a full sweep there, which means add it to your parlay. San Francisco money line. That is right. The money lines will add up. I feel like there's going to be a couple of these. So get those pens ready. So far, we have 4 picks. Carolina -1.5. Chargers money line, Broncos -6.5, and now add to it San Francisco money line. We move on to our next game of the week. That is right, Texans versus Colts. Colts 7-point favorite on the road. Davis Mills makes his debut for this season, and Jonathan Taylor gets a debut, #1 overall pick, ADP wise for fantasy football. Luke, who do you have in this game?
Colts.
Colts, and he said it very confident. I'm going to guess in a landslide. Eric?
Colts.
Colts as well. Steve?
Colts, but they don't cover.
Colts, but they don't cover. So those taking the spread in this, be careful. He's saying that they won't cover the touchdown. I'm with Steve on the spread piece, too. I do think the Colts win, but Texans backdoor ruins the spread. Colts money line, add it to the parlay. That's another sweep, another money line sweep. That's right. Our parlay continues to build on the BCMG guarantee. Steve, how are you feeling about the BCMG guarantee so far?
I still hate that word.
Why, Steve? You're guaranteeing the money for everybody. If it doesn't hit, you pay them. I love it. You shouldn't feel bad about that.
No. That's
no. Oh, I thought that was
no. That's
I
not the
definitely
deal.
thought that was in the fine print.
I thought so too. Everybody submit your things. That's the general at Steven _Rise. I'm just kidding, Steve. I'm just kidding. Let's move on.
I was just gonna make a joke that I'm not gonna make about who we should send that bill to.
Before we go Lions versus Eagles -4, I just have to, if I had a clip, I'd play it. But the champ is here. The champ is here. That's right. Kenny Cotter has joined ITL. Kenny, what's going on, man?
I'm driving. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, great.
We can absolutely hear you.
Well, you're not driving, Kenny. You're
okay. Am I
just
good
talking
now?
to us.
You're
yeah,
good.
don't.
Good.
Well, the Lions stink, so Eagles.
Kenny starts us off. Eagles -4 on the road. He goes Eagles straight up. Eric.
Eagles.
Luke.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. I'm picking the Eagles as well. Steve, let me hear it, and we're going to clip it.
Eagles.
Eagles makes our BCMG guaranteed parlay. That's right. Wave those fingers, people. That is right. Philly money line joins the ranks of our
The
parlay.
Lions will cover that, though.
And Kenny said it's going to be close. He's taking Eagles in a single score game. That's a hot take. Let's move on to another NFC East, AFC South matchup nobody cares about. Commanders versus Jaguars in this fire round is where we're going to go. Commanders -2.5 at home. Luke, who you have in this game?
Not the audience. I guess Commanders.
Commanders to win this. That's a strong guess from Luke there. Eric.
I got the Jags.
He's taking the Jags. We're finally split on this one. Kenny.
I'm taking Washington, but I sure as hell am not watching this game.
I'm watching it because of Christian Kirk.
Oh,
there
wow.
it is. There it is.
There's straight facts, no printer.
We're a couple days away from me tweeting out that Christian Kirk is on my bench for week 1, so we'll see how it goes.
The absolute truth. The absolute truth. I am taking Commanders. Steve, wrap us up on this one. Who you got?
I am taking the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Wow.
And mainly,
the bowler agrees. Jags in a shocker. I like that.
Christian Kirk.
Well, he can't take the QB that beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl, right?
That is true. He has though taken.
Well, I don't.
So I figured that didn't matter.
Christian Kirk, honey.
Yeah, that's fair. Christian Kirk probably throws a tighter spiral than Carson Wentz now.
That might be true.
That's why I hate that name.
Not wrong.
Stop, guys. You're starting to convince me the Jaguars are the pick here. Stop.
I don't know.
To be honest, from a betting perspective, I would definitely take Washington first half money line, but I do have a feeling they're going to blow it. So
yeah,
that's the reason why I said the Jags. That's the reason.
That's not a bad take, and honestly, you shouldn't be betting on this game. Like this isn't even in our parlay. Like we're not even betting on it. That's bad. Like we bet on everything on this show.
I don't even want to look at the box score because I feel like my eyes will bleed.
Like I don't even know if I own one fantasy player from either of these teams in any of my leagues.
You shouldn't.
My pick on Sunday is gonna be the Jags, all right? So
actually, to be honest, I own one player, and it's the guy that got shot. So that's not really saying a lot about the other
shit.
on the field.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I thought you were talking about Evan Ingram, but then I realized it was Brian Robinson.
He looks like he got shot out there.
All right, let's move on. We're going to go to Steve's team here. That's right. Dolphins 3.5-point favorites at home against the Patriots to start the year. Tyreek Hill debuts against Mac Jones and the new offense. Steve, start us off.
Best bet of the week, New England.
New England is the pick from Steve. Luke.
Fins up, baby.
There we
Fins
go.
Up.
There we go. Kenny.
Holy fuck, Fins by a million.
Wow. Eric.
No, not actually. They're going to win like 24-21.
I got the Dolphins.
The Dolphins winning this one. Steve, I'm so torn. I'm torn between your heart because I know it'll break. You're the only New England pick. But I've got to go Miami in this game at home. I think y'all.
If you guys all want to go ahead and pick a guy who has never coached a single game ever in his life until Sunday against the single greatest coach in the history of the sport, go right ahead.
He'll be one. No, it's the greatest coach of all time. That's
Dale made a bigger prediction than all of us. The final score will be 3-5. I don't know who's gonna win, but the final score will be 3-5.
The New England Revolution taking on Miami FC, right?
Oh, that might be what he's thinking about. Dale, we're in football still. Stop drinking.
Clarify, American football.
American football. That's our bad. That's our bad.
Soccer.
We have the New England lone bet there. That's going to take us from the guarantee, but it will be a good game, Steve. I hope the Patriots win, and you are leading pick 'em going into week 2. Jets versus Ravens in another game nobody will be watching Sunday.
Are we kidding here? If anyone says the Jets, get your head checked.
Does anybody
The
have
Jets.
the New York Jets on this show?
Joe Flacco revenge game? Question mark.
Question mark?
That is a fantastic point. Joe Flacco revenge game.
No.
I don't know. I don't know,
That
guys.
The only revenge he is getting is the fact that they're going to be so mad that they paid him in the first place.
Oh, wait. It's Ravens, not row game. Yeah, I'm taking Ravens. Ravens to win this game all the way around. You can add that to your parlays. If you're keeping track, we're going to go over our parlay right now. That to be seems to guarantee. That's right. Wave those fingers in the air. Ravens are the pick. Ravens money line. Anybody not taking the spread on this game?
Mark Andrews is going to have 7. He's going to have $1 million by himself.
-7. Yeah, I'm taking that.
Yeah, I think I'm taking that as well. I will put that in. So for our parlay on the off base, if you want to exact what we're going to be putting in, we are taking Baltimore -7 on our parlay. But for money line is a guarantee.
To get it 6.5. 6.5 is just way better to bet on.
I absolutely agree. And Dell says Belichick can't cheat without a Virginia coach.
I have no.
Steve.
Damn. Who is this guy? I like this guy.
Dell the Bowler Powell was a regular on ITL for a while there.
He bowled a strike right there.
Good
Jesus.
friend of the show.
He left Steve
Wow,
stunned.
Steve is stunned right now. He doesn't even know what to say. Let's move on to Atlanta, which is a team Steve likes to talk about. The Falcons versus Saints. Saints 5.5-point favorites. Jameis has been quoted to be a possible MVP by multiple sources. Guys, is anybody taking Atlanta to win this game?
No.
Yep.
Did I hear a yup?
Week 1 upset.
There we go. Kenny's going to bring it up. Atlanta's week 1. Kenny, you are making Miles Bloomquist very happy. Talk to us, Kenny. Why does Atlanta the upset?
Yeah, I really care about what Miles Bloomquist thinks.
That's why.
Every year, week 1, there's this weird division game that happens where a team gets upset. The Falcons are at home. Everyone's writing them off as really bad, and I think they are bad. But I do think that the fact that they've got Mariota and he is looking to fight for his job, and he'll get replaced in 6 weeks anyways. But I do think he shows up and wins week 1.
I'll fight you on that. I don't think he's going to be replaced. I think Mariota's going to stay throughout the whole entire season and just take the L.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Well, if they're doing that, it's strictly because they either hate Ritter or they just really want to win 2 games.
I'm going to tell you right. I'm going to tell you right now that if Atlanta and Seattle both tank this year, there's absolutely going to be a headline at ESPN that says the bird tank. It's going to have the different birds inside of this
tank.
Yeah, it's
like
going to
that.
happen. It's going to happen.
That.
I do want to make a correction though. Dell the Bowler Powell did say he meant to say Virgin coach, not Virginia. So Belichick can't cheat with a Virgin coach.
Oh, okay.
That makes more sense now. And Steve is less stunned than before as he was Googling Virginia coaches that Belichick has screwed over. But we're in much better graces now. Steve's now upset. I knew he was going to come back upset.
I'm just sick of hearing that cheetah thing because, what are you going to tell me about? What are you going to tell me about the Flygate story that was apologized for the next day? Like the Deflategate story that ESPN just apologized for last year.
I get it. As an Astros fan, I completely get it, Steve.
Holy shit. You two are made.
Don't eat. I mean, what the fuck, Ernest?
I hate when New York Yankees and Boston Red Sox fans just get so upset after they were wearing watches that gave them vibrations when the pitch was a certain pitch, and that doesn't count. But the trash can thing's an issue. Cincinnati takes on the Steelers. Cincinnati 6.5-point favorites. Cincinnati 6.5-point favorites. Guys, who are we taking in this game? Eric.
You know. Cincinnati.
Luke.
Steelers, obviously.
I knew that was coming. Kenny.
Cincy, but they're not going to cover that spread.
I agree. I have the same exact pick as Kenny. Steve.
Well, you should. I'm the 2-time defending champ.
Yes, we've said it already on this show, Kenny. We've said it on this show.
I didn't get to hear it, so I just had to hear it
So
again.
taking the Bengals. But I also don't like that spread because it's in division.
Yeah.
Completely agree. Yep. And I think if Mitch Trubisky's not throwing 3 touchdowns, he's benched by halftime.
You can't bench a co-captain like that.
Oh, stop it, Kenny. Stop it. That was 2-time champion, ITL Pick Em champion, Kenny Carter, that made that statement
We
right
now have the Nickelodeon MVP. You leave us alone.
Oh, let me stop. We have one too.
You put some respect on his name.
That's my bad. That's my bad. Let's go to Eric's team. That's right. The Cardinals playing against the Chiefs. Chiefs 6-point favorites on the road. Wow. Eric, who you got?
I got the Cardinals, but let me just say this: I would take the Cardinals spread against the Chiefs. But cards.
So he's saying play it safe with Cardinals +6 here on this one. Kenny, I'm going to go to you.
Cardinals win by a touchdown.
Holy shit!
Wow, he's taking Cardinals minus 6.5.
Reverse spread. I'll actually go and bet Cardinals +6.5.
Wow.
Thank you. I was gonna say.
Wow, Luke.
I got the Chiefs.
Luke, go straight Chiefs. I like that, Luke. Stay confident. Stay classy. Steve.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
Dang.
Chiefs as well. We are a split group here. I guess I have none other than me to say that Arizona is winning game 1 in this week. So I'm taking Arizona to win this game, taking straight money line for the win. I think they win outright. I just don't think it's by a lot. But the Chiefs have a lot of question marks, defense and offense. And I think it's going to take a quarter and a half for Mahomes to really get into it. I'm picking against 2 Texas quarterbacks, which is not my usual MO for this show, but I am taking the Cardinals to win at home. Yes, Steve, there is some bias with my picks, believe it or not. And I have one last comment on the Astros piece there. Yankees are the Astros, bitch. That's the absolute comment of the day. Clip that, Mark, wherever you're at. That's
Clip that.
Can we just change it to Yankees suck, which is something everyone can agree
We can
on.
change that. Put that in there, plus. Put that in there.
Yeah.
We got two last games here.
It rhymes more, it fits more.
It does.
Friendly.
Two last games and sign-offs before we go over the BCMG guarantee, and we have some doozies here. Another game that's going to be absolutely watched by millions across the world. Titans -5.5 versus the Giants. We'll start with the 2-time ITL Pick Em champion with no video driving. Kenny.
This is the worst game of the week. I would actually sit down and watch Jags Washington start to finish and watch the highlights afterwards, and probably have Terry Bradshaw commentate on them before I would sit there and watch Titans Giants. So
declaring the snoozer
Giants are
of the week.
Upset week one.
Sounds like it.
Oh, this isn't the snoozer. This is the goddamn coma of the week. This is a terrible game. Do not watch it.
Coma of the week.
I have to watch it.
Just for clarification, though, Kenny, you said Tennessee to win this game. Am I right?
No, the Giants are going to upset because Tennessee stinks.
Okay, so you're changing your pick to the Giants. Is that what I'm hearing?
What do you mean? I said Giants.
Oh, okay. So
I thought he meant the Titans.
Yeah, I did too. No. So Kenny's going Giants. Steve.
Titans.
Titans for Steve. Luke.
But you'd Saquon
Danny
Barkley.
2 nickels in the G, man.
Oh, Luke goes Giants as well. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with this pick here. Eric.
Holy shit. Am I picking wrong? I mean, I think Titans are going to come out and just
you are not picking wrong, Eric, because I am picking the Titans.
Yeah,
I'm not drinking between.
What do you guys see in Barkley?
I am excited to see if the Giants actually pull this off. Tennessee at home, please. I'll take that all day. An AFC South, NFC East matchup nobody's watching.
And it's raining too.
And there you go. There you go. There's your correction. Yankees suck on the screen for Kenny. And plus also says Titans. What are you guys smoking? I completely agree. Our final game brought to you and powered by the mothership BCMG. I think it's probably the toughest game to predict. I think this is going to be a very good game as both teams have holes that kind of complement each other. Vikings versus Packers. I think Packers -1.5 on the road against the Vikings. I'm intrigued by this game. I'm going to be the last one to pick on it, though. Let's start off with Luke. Luke, who do you have in this game?
A-Rod Boogie.
All right. We are taking the Packers first off. Next, Steve.
I think I'm gonna take what Luke said there. A-Rod's Boogie. A-Rod's Boogie.
A-Rod Boogie.
A-Rod Boogie. Okay.
We have 2 Packer picks. Eric.
I'm going with the Packers.
Another Packers pick. We are on guarantee watch alert here. Our 2-time ITL Pick Em champion on the road with no camera is gone.
He said, I'm not picking.
He said, I'm out.
I'm actually kind of glad he left because he did ruin it. He did pick the Vikings to win this game before the show. So he's taking Vikings at home. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I am also very Minnesota favorite for this game. So I am taking the Vikings to win at home in a game where they make kind of a statement that they're the NFC North team to beat. I think the Vikings are the best team in the NFC North. And I don't think that's a crazy thought with the turnover in Green Bay and unhappiness, as well as the holes in Green Bay that they haven't filled yet, unless a Tyler Lockett trade happens. I don't know. But hold the phone. Hold the phone. We have camera.
To his room.
Camera.
That was like
Andy, who do you have? Minnesota, Green Bay. 30-second take.
Into the phone booth.
Minnesota's going to win comfortably.
Whoa.
31-21 because Rodgers is going to struggle on offense with his lack of weapons, and it's going to take him a little bit of time.
Close game, though.
I don't think it'll be that much, but I think it'll be a close game.
31-24 then.
31-28.
I'm with that. No, not that
28.
close. I was just saying before you got on, Kenny, there are a lot of holes for Green Bay. There's unhappiness in Green Bay. Minnesota is the team to beat. I think they are the best team in the NFC North this year, and it's at home. It's a statement game.
I don't even know if they're the best team in the North because what intrigues me about this team is the fact that they finally have an offensive-minded head coach, and I want to see if there's another level to what Kirk Cousins has. It's why I'm all in on Justin Jefferson for Offensive Player of the Year, because I think if that offense is any better, we're going to have Jefferson leading the league. He might get the Triple Crown like Kupp did a year ago.
Wow.
100%. Because I think they're a playoff team in the NFC. If they're playing in the AFC, I don't even think we're having that discussion, but the NFC playoff picture is really bad.
But we're talking about Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. If you go and look at advanced numbers, yeah.
You're very high on Kirk Cousins this year.
I'm high on the fact that he has the best wide receiver in football right now, I think.
Wow.
And I think that matters. And even if Dalvin misses time, they have Alexander Madison to back him up, who to me is equally as good.
I will say this. I do believe that as long as it's not a primetime game, I'm taking the Vikings almost every game this year. I'm just going to say that right now. Like,
well, yeah, you never bet Kirk prime time. Like, what are we, rookies here? Like,
and you got to hope that when the playoffs come, they have those day games that nobody watches.
Give them Saturday afternoon, and Kirk's going to throw for 355 tutties, and we're going to be
exactly where I was going with that. Exactly where I was going with that. As soon as you get the conference championship, forget it. It's over. The Vikings are out. Guys, I you may not know this, but the 2-time ITL NFL Pick Em champion has his camera on, not driving anymore, is currently on screen. Kenny, as a 2-time winner, do you have any words of encouragement before I go over the BCMG guarantee?
I mean, all of you should pray tonight. Like, that would be a good thing for you to do. Like, go home and like take some time and like truly mull over whether you're actually going to compete this year. Because like it's kind of been over by week 15 the last couple of years, and it's getting a little bit dull. And I'm a bit upset about it. So, Eric, it's nice to have you as an addition because, like, you have a lot of football knowledge, and, like, I'm excited to have you on the show. If you keep picking Cardinals, then you might help me buy this one. But
I'm very surprised about your Minnesota pick, if I'm being honest.
Ernest is a great host, but, like, he's a host, not a picker. So, like, I'm not worried about him.
I will say this for
Steve,
ITL
sometimes I worry about the crickets outside and whether or not that's distracting him with picks. Luke, I respect you a ton, and I can't wait to see you in a week, buddy. But, like, you're just not a contender. So, like, hopefully you find somebody else because, like, this is getting old.
Let's have some fun.
When it comes to pick'em basis, I'm the third best picker on this show. Kenny is number one, and actually by a wide margin, so he's not wrong. He's 68% correct. So
I'm saying that as a complete dickhead, though. Like every part of this is me just being an asshole on ITL.
He's absolutely not modest whatsoever. But Davis Cordova, wherever you're at,
some type of energy right now.
Type. It's medium energy.
Some type.
I wish TJ was here to tell us what type of energy that was.
Why? So you can tell me how great the Cleveland Browns are going to be with Jacoby Brissett? No, I'm good.
We don't need that small
Jacoby.
We're going to wrap up tonight's show. Let's wrap up tonight's show. Let's talk about the parlay, the BCMG guarantee parlay that we have for tonight. Carolina Panthers -1.5, Los Angeles Chargers money line, Denver Broncos -6.5, San Francisco money line, Indianapolis Colts money line, the Philadelphia Eagles money line, as well as the Baltimore Ravens -6.5.
You know which one's going to spoil that? Indianapolis.
You think
because
they
can't win week 1.
I don't know. I think it's too much. I think they don't cover, but I don't think
I'm just saying they've lost their last 8 week 1 matchups. So let's see if they break the streak against the Texans contender series.
Somebody has to, and I don't think it's the ones that circle the toilet bowl like the Cleveland Browns. So I think let's start off with our exits and goodbyes. Tell everybody thank you for dealing with us for this last hour. Newbie on the block, Eric, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at Eric Sports Pick. It's betting the best sports picks as possible. Kenny, you got some competition this year, so let's have some fun.
Yeah, totally.
He for some reason just does not believe that. Let's talk about the man who was sponsored by PetSmart himself. That's right, Just Luke. Talk to the people.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at King of Hearts 82. You can also find me in Regina, Saskatchewan next week. I will be at a CFL game. Yes, a CFL game. I'm going to go to a CFL game before I've ever gone to an NFL game. So that's a thing. That's a thing. So thanks for having me on, Ernest. Can't wait for this year. It should be a blast.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Good luck getting over there. I know you're nervous. You'll be all right, man. You'll be all right. The two-time ITL NFL Pick Em champion will get his co-host debut in just a moment. Steve, the General Reisner, is here. That is right. Steve, tell people where they can find you.
You can follow me at Reisner_Steven, as it says right there. And you can check me out every Sunday during the NFL season, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Blue Collar Game Day, going over all the NFL picks and fantasy lineups for the week.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Steve. Of course, you know Steve, owner of the Blue Collar Media Group, powered this show. Appreciate you, Steve, for everything that you do. All right, season 4 is here. Kenny Cotterill is here. Kenny, where can they find you?
I do want to start by apologizing that I couldn't be here earlier on, given that I had 2 fantasy drafts tonight. Cannot wait to share with you guys off air how badly I mucked up that first draft. But
nice.
I do appreciate all of you being on ITL once NFL rolls around. I feel like the show really ramps up once we start to get into the NFL side of things. It's a ton of fun, a lot of great banter, and we always have a lot of great picks on here as well. So appreciate everyone who tunes into ITL. You can find me at HedgePod, as it says on the screen, doing the daily show Monday through Friday. Today I officially launched on the Bet99 Media Network as well. So major betting company up here in Canada that's starting a media network that wants me to be a part of their live morning show. And so really do appreciate you having me on, Ernest, being your co-host for this season, taking it from the mantle of Steve the General Reisner, who held it down the last couple of years, and really appreciate everyone being on.
That's love and family right there. Of course, I am excited to have you on this season. If you're a 2-time champion, you got to get invited on, right? I mean, you're going to come back and defend it no matter what. So
I'll do what I can. If I keep betting the Falcons, I may not be holding on to this title much longer.
That is very true. That is very true. All right. I am your host, Ernest Silva. At Into Lab Pod is where you're watching this. Of course, every Wednesday you can catch us live. Every Thursday morning you'll catch the podcast released during the NFL season. Keep a lookout for it tomorrow. You guys keep supporting the show. We appreciate all of you. Good luck with your bets. I'll be posting out in a tweet and Facebook post later tonight, if not tomorrow morning, where you can catch the parlay. Copy it, get it in, plug it in before tomorrow night's game. Good luck to everybody betting this weekend. Hope your favorite teams win like the Cowboys Sunday night. Have a great one, guys.